ಒಂದೊಂದನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವೇ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಯಾರು ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ನೋಡಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡೋದು ಇವಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತೈತೆ ಡಾಟ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ತಗೋದು ಡಾಟ್ ಅವ್ನು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡೋದು ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಯಾಕ ಹೊಡೈತೆ ಇಷ್ಟವಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿ ಬರ್ತೇನೆ ಮಾತಾಡ ಕೇಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೇಳಿ ಆಡಿಟೋರಿಯಂ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಅಂತ ಬನ್ನಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಯಾರು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತೈತಾ? ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತೈತೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು? ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಾ? ಯಾರೋ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತೈತಾ? ಮಾತಾಡ್ದೆ ಇವಾಗ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ? ನಾನು ಯಾರು, ನೀವು ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ
blessings of His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Shivaratri, Deshikendra Mahaswamiji, and marking the remembrance of His Holiness Jagadguru Dr. Sri Shivaratri Rajendra Mahaswamiji's 100th birth anniversary. A very warm good morning to one and all present here. We welcome you to the Alumni Meet of the year 2016, back to college days of JSS College of Pharmacy, Mysuru. We would like to thank all the alumni who have traveled from all over the country to be here on this special occasion. We are privileged to work with such a talented and dedicated group of individuals and within a community rich in vitality and promise.
A good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge and prayer. Now we have the invocation song.
Thank you all for the delightful song. Now, we would like to call upon our respected Vice Principal, Dr. P.K. Kulkarni, for the welcome address.
Submitting humble pranams to the lotus feet of His Holiness Swamiji and seeking his divine blessings, respected Vice Chancellor on the dais, Principal, dignitaries of the dais, invitees, esteemed colleagues, student friends, and JSS civilians. We are assembled here on the occasion of the inaugural function of annual Alumni Meet 2016 with the theme Back to College Days. Annually, alumni meetings are conducted on the second Saturday of the August with an objective of promoting and fostering mutual beneficial interaction between the alumni and the present students of the college and between the alumni themselves. On this occasion, I am privileged to have a pleasant task of welcoming this August gathering. On behalf of Alumni Association of the college and my own behalf, I warmly and respectfully welcome Dr. Suresh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, JSS University, Mysuru, and President, Pharmacy Council of India, New Delhi, who has kindly agreed to be the chief guest of the inaugural function of the Alumni Meet. Sir, we are overwhelmed to have you grace this function. He has always been a source of inspiration and guidance for us and is a pillar of strength to the profession of pharmacy and support to our college. We are eagerly looking forward for your chief guest address. His presence is always moral boost for us. We welcome you, sir. I request Dr. Bhuja to present the bouquet to the Vice Chancellor. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all the university officials who have responded to our invitation to be with us this morning despite their busy routines. Welcome you, sir. A hearty welcome to our beloved principal, Dr. G. Parthasarthi, President of Alumni Association for the today's function. He has been the source of motivation for us. May I request Mr. M. Ramesh to present the bouquet to Dr. Parthasarthi. On behalf of the Alumni Association of the college, I welcome all the alumni who have responded to our invitation and came in large numbers. I also welcome all the viewers connected with us via live stream. I am pleased to welcome all my esteemed colleagues, non-teaching staff of the college, and my word of welcome goes to all the invitees, members of Alumni Association, and vibrant student friends of the college. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. We are a nation of communities, a brilliant diversity spread like stars, like 1,000 points of light in a broad and peaceful sky. Lighting a lamp amounts to awakening of the Atma Jyoti, glow of the soul within oneself. We would like to welcome all the dignitaries on the dais to please come forward to light the lamp and mark the beginning of the auspicious occasion.
Thank you all the dignitaries. Magazines are just one cupcake after another, taking each of us down the memory lane with all the sweet and wonderful memories of the past year. We take great pride and honor on the special day to release our Jazz Farm, The Journey, the annual magazine of our college for the year 2015. This issue of Jazz Farm is dedicated to the centenary birth anniversary of Jagadguru Dr. Sri Shivaratri Rajendra Mahaswamiji. We request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. B. Suresh, along with the other dignitary on the dais to release the Jazz Farm, a reflection of our journey in the past academic year. We also request Dr. Balamuralidhara, editor of Jazz Farm, to join in releasing the magazine.
Thank you, dignitaries. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Now, we welcome our beloved principal, Dr. G. Parthasarathy, to address the gathering.
My humble pronounce to His Holiness Swamiji, respected Vice Chancellor. Good morning to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the delay. We had a little delay in starting this function today because of some other unfortunate circumstances. But at the same time, I'm sure all of you enjoyed being excited to meet one another and were too engrossed in your own talks as well. This is a very special and meaningful morning to all of us. Many who could not make it today have sent their well wishes. Since morning, I have received at least 100 either WhatsApp messages or on the phone messages wishing all the success, but they're not being able to do it due to some personal reasons or the travel and the distance and so on. Anyway, that is a good sign that our alumni are always with us. Though it looks a little silly, I would like to recite this poem, which probably we all sung as little children in our school days. There are big ships, there are small ships, but there is no ship like friendship. Needless to say, we are here today to renew and celebrate our friendship. I welcome all of you to Alumni Meet 2016, and also warm welcome to all the viewers connected with us via live stream. My dear friends, time flies. So much has changed. I'm meeting a lot of my old students after a very, very long time. So much has changed so that our looks has changed, our receding hairlines, our waistlines, not to mention, and most importantly, our addresses. Yes, it was a tough job for us to locate the address of all our passed out students. I think those who helped us to trace this only can testify to that. As you can see, not everyone is here, and also I'm afraid that we have missed out a good number of our graduates. It would indeed a great pity if somebody has missed this wonderful occasion just because the news did not get to him or her. and this underlines the importance of keeping in contact. I hope that one or two of you from each batch would come back to your school days and take up the new assignment of being the batch representative who would help us to collect and contact our passed out students, address and to expand and maintain the list of our students' numbers for future correspondence and for future gatherings. Ensuring and facilitating the continual bonding of our alumni is very important to us as an institution. Hence, we have now a new alumni web portal which is very dynamic and will keep in touch with you and also keeps you in touch with the happenings of the institution. I'm sure some of you have already registered on that new portal, and those who have not registered, I request you to do so sometime later in the day. And also, I'm told that there is a demonstration of the new web portal, how to register, and what are the different features of this web portal, so that you can make use of it for the future interaction with the institution. Alumni is one of the many titles that you bear today, and it is also a title that lends definition to your life in certain respects. The word itself is derived from a Latin word called alere, that is to nourish, and literally means nourished ones. There are many ways that you can think about yourself and reflect about nourishing experience you had while earning this meaningful title. I'm sure many of you have achieved senior positions in national and multinational organizations, and some of our dear students who have passed out in the recent past are in their path to make to such positions. This achievement is due to your very clear vision, dedication, hard work, and outstanding leadership, and simply being better than the best in your own profession. Education you received in this institution, I suppose, has shaped how you engage, interpret, and act in the world around you. The life experiences that you underwent during your college days hopefully has contributed to the development of your character, spurred you onto a greater level of independence, and ultimately prepared you to deal with life's twists and turns. JSS College of Pharmacy started with a small building in Ramamaja Road with 30 students in D Farm in 1973. We advanced ourselves with the introduction of B Farm in 83 and M Farm in 91 and PhD in 1994 and PharmD in 2008. And 43 years later, there are almost 6,800 alumni from this great institution. Now, as a constituent college of JSS University, sky is our limit, and the era of globalization, we have opportunities are plenty. The institution has always stood for quality in education, and we are ranked today amongst the top 10 pharmacy colleges in the country by Ministry of Human Resource and Development, Government of India. We are also the first ones in the institutions in the Asia region to obtain international certification from Accreditation Council for Pharmacy Education for the PharmD program. However, my dear friends, we assure you that we would not rest on these laurels, but strive to perform better to move to the next level. At this juncture, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our Vice Chancellor of JSS University, Dr. B. Suresh, who is an internationally and nationally distinguished scholar, a professional in the field of pharmacy. He has extensive experience in academic and administrative leadership. He is very much understands and appreciates the importance of teaching and research in the context of globalization of education. He is a visionary, and under his leadership and guidance, the JSS University and especially the colleges of pharmacy will grow leaps and bounds. Respected sir, it is a great honor to us and your kindness you have agreed to grace this occasion here with us and share your thoughts with the alumni and current students. Thank you for being here with us today. He needs a big applause because not only the pharmacy profession, he's been here in the country. A lot of things he experiments with us as well. He experiences, and then he takes it out and then says, this is how the model is, this is how we should be doing things. Anyway, it's a great opportunity for all of us, those to my colleagues here as well, to work with him. And I'm sure under his guidance and leadership, the university will reach you much higher status in the days to come. But as an institution, we have a vision to be a leader in pharmaceutical sciences and pharmacy practice and education, training and research, including continuous professional development. To realize this vision, we have developed the strategic plan 2016 to 20, which has been conceptualized with the aim of advancing student quality, motivation of students and staff to achieve academic excellence, being the forefront of research and innovation, and make use of the technology for teaching and learning process. Probably some of you, as you walked into the front of the lobby, onto your left side, you might have noticed that our vision, mission, and what we want to achieve as our strategic drives and objectives. But these objectives, some of these objectives, can be really achieved much faster and in a better fashion in the involvement of our alumni. I welcome your involvement with your alma mater for your innovative ideas and best practices that would help us in the betterment of this institution. We look forward to collaborative work with the alumni in the areas like development of infrastructure, research and development, training and placements, and scholarships to our meritorious students. While I complete my address, I would like to state that alumni are the only permanent part of an institution because staff, the faculty members, even buildings can come and go. In the end, all that remains are the alumni. I welcome all of you. I welcome all of you once again today, and thank you for being here with us for the Alumni Meet 2016. I'm sure you would enjoy the events of today and take home the sweet memories and share it with others. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The chief guest for the day needs no introduction. You have made all of us proud with your distinguished work in numerous capacities. A man of distinct vision and a fountainhead of illuminating ideas. Your hard work has undoubtedly taken our pharmacy profession to new heights. We welcome our chief guest for the day, Dr. B. Suresh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, JSS University, Mysuru, President of Pharmacy Council of India, to address the gathering.
At the outset, I convey the greetings and blessings of His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Shivaratri Deshkendra Swamiji, who has conveyed his wishes and blessings to you and has conveyed his appreciation for all of you to have taken your personal time and be here with your institution where you have graduated from. I just met him and came, and that's why there was a delay in my arriving because we had a meeting. And when I told him that I am rushing for this thing, so he asked me specifically to convey his greetings and blessings to all of you. My dear friend and colleague, Dr. Patsardi, and all my colleague friends from the college and the university. My dear alumni friends, and last but not the least, my dear students. Perhaps you all do not know that Dr. Patsardi is sitting here with great pain. He had injured himself 4 or 5 days back, and his back is not so well like it used to be before. I tried to investigate and find out what was the reason, why did he injure his back. then I came to know that after a meeting with me, he went home and took his wife in his arms and started walking around and smiling smiling at her and carrying her in the arms. And so his wife asked, "Why? What is the reason? Why are you so romantic today and try to carry me in your arm, carry me in the arms and smile at me and all that?" Then he said, "No, see, my vice chancellor has told me, carry your burden with a smile." So I do not know what happened after that. Whether his wife gave him a kick and he injured the back, or the wife's weight was so heavy that perhaps he has injured it. But it was so heavy, he has injured himself. But anyway, recover well, Kota, so that you have got many more burdens to carry, not necessarily physically. I am, one thing with me is whenever I see a student and whenever I feel a young graduate, whoever it is, from the institution where I am associated with, or it may be across the country, across the profession, some sort of passion or fire ignites inside me. And I always feel that is there something which we can do to help the student in shaping his career. So that is somehow it has become a way of life or a way of thought process in my mind continuously. Initially, it used to be with my students because I was very closely associated and very closely interacting with them, and I continue to interact and be with that. So that used to be with that feeling that, oh, these are my students and I should start interacting with them. And then as I became a professional leader, I went to the Pharmacy Council, I went to the Indian Pharmaceutical Association and other places. I started meeting more and more pharmacy students and look at their aspirations, look at their dreams. And I started imagining myself as somebody who should be responsible for their future also, and try to guide them wherever possible. Then when we became a university in 2008, JSS College of Pharmacy, Mysuru and Ooty, both were under the ambit of university. So there cannot be differences between the two eyes of a university. So it became again a dedicated effort for personally for me to see how we can take the Mysuru Pharmacy College and try to reach the level where it becomes, even then you all are proud alumni, so even before it was there, but my idea was that doing work quietly is not good enough, but people should know also you are doing good work. So it was a mission for us to how to take this college to the level where it is something which one should feel proud of and contented with and try to do it. And you perhaps can see the change both physically, academically, and the environment around here to the days when you studied in the college and where it is today. And perhaps if you have a time during the day, you should see around the laboratories and other facilities that have come in the last 6-7 years. And including this beautiful auditorium, I am very happy to say that this is the very first function I am attending today in this auditorium on the dais. So it is, I cannot be any other occasion than dedicating this auditorium to the students of this institution. I think that is what I would look at it, because this is how I look at this, and perhaps this is the greatest contribution which we can do to the Swamiji, whose 100th year we are celebrating, that remembering him on this occasion and doing it. So why I laid this emphasis was that the mission became between the two pharmacy colleges to come on common platforms, common processes, and see how this effort is balanced between both the institutions, and both the institutions have a competition where they can compete together and still win the race is what was our objective. That's why you can see that closely whatever we do, both the institutions are closely functioning and moving. Like Patsari mentioned in his talk, I always consider the JSS institution as the laboratory of the pharmacy profession. See, any laboratory, I mean, any concept or any thought which you have to first try it out in a pilot scale, which I think many of you in the industry or wherever you are associated working, you do that. First, you try to take an idea and try to put it on a pilot scale. And you know, if the right people and right infrastructure and right policy is not there, whatever pilot scale study which would have been possible would have also failed, because the people did not put the effort to make it successful. The idea was not wrong. It is a commitment with which the people can work to see that this product becomes successful. You try to work with that. It can be a product, it can be a concept, it can be a theory, whichever it is. So I have considered both these institutions, Mysuru and Ooty, as the laboratory of the pharmacy profession of our country. So whatever I feel that the direction which the pharmacy profession should take in view of the leadership role which I am playing in the country, I first try to share their thoughts with my colleagues. When we come here, I tell them, see, this is an idea. Now, are you willing to work with me and see that we try it out, whether we can successful? And if we are successful, then I would like to escalate it to the national level, and then perhaps even try to showcase to the internationally how we are positioning ourselves. And I would say I've been very lucky to have the faculty from both the institutions very enthusiastically willing to work and experiment on these ideas, because this involves a lot of new thoughts, new processes, lots of time, lots of effort. And the first question I ask them, are you willing? You have to give your extra time. I can't compensate your time for that. I can only recognize, acknowledge all the good work you are doing. That's all I can do. But they all have been, and I'm very proud to say that many of such experiments which we have carried out in this laboratory are today nationally experienced and benefited a larger community. So I think as the alumni of this proud institution, we can always say, I have come from an institution which is the laboratory of the pharmacy profession of the country. I think that's what I would like to communicate to you. Now, can we be satisfied with this is the question which I keep asking my colleagues. Okay, we have a new program. We have a new program in pharmacy practice. We have a new program in regulatory science. We have a new program coming in cosmeceutics. We have a new program in, say, pharmacy administration program coming up. So is this what we want to do, or can we do beyond that? Is the question which I keep asking my colleagues, and they enthusiastically discuss and participate with me. And we say, no, this is not good enough, and we should try to do more. How do we become more participatory? How do we become more in the form of giving direction to the country? I mean, we have been giving good human resource to the country. We have been giving very good young thinkers and young, what you call as innovators to the country, who I am very proud to see you all have achieved excellence from different levels of the position. You reach the highest positions in your organization, and you are yet to grow further. And because I am very sure of one concept, that any graduate from JSS cannot fail. That is a very, very clear confidence I have. Because once you have graduated from here, you have been built or given the traits or qualities along with all the hard work and along with all the enthusiasm with which you go out, that there is only one way, that is that you can succeed. Even if you want to fail, you will not be able to fail, because there is an inherent quality, and you would like to go in that direction. So that was the thought which came to us, and we started discussing that how do we move from just providing, say, good education, trying to create a good human resource, trying to say do a research which partially supports the industry in some areas. We become a sort of a service sector to the industry. Suppose some testing has to be done, some bioequivalence has to be done, some other studies. We are doing that. I mean, that's not some product development to a certain phase we are able to do. Some trials are carried out in the hospital system which we have. All this we are doing. But can we give a direction to the country in a different form other than looking at human resource? And that is where it got us excited, and we are working on it, and I'll share that thought with you. And I want you all to be a part of this dream of our JSS University. Now, what is this dream? What is this vision which we have? You all know pharma sector is in a very, very exciting stage today. We have very good what you call as the business model, if you want. We have people talk of different numbers. I can rattle those numbers to you. We do 1,20,000 crores of business, 60,000 crores go abroad, 60,000 used in India. We have so many ANDAs filed. We are the first to file. So many DMFs are there. All these things we can go on telling. We have got 500 plus facilities which are USA approved, FDA approved. All that is happening in the country. But are we really doing? I mean, this is required. Are we doing something where we can go from here in next 20 years? Where is the industry going to go from here to in the next 20 years? It's something we have to think, and that can happen only by people, young people, who are willing to take risk and move forward in their lives. Now, if we start thinking at the company level, when we start thinking of directions at an organization level or at an institution level, as a college level, every organization will like to look at first the stability. They'll say whether this idea of us is going to jeopardize the system. Then I should not take a risk. I'm settled here. Let me run this or sell this company, make my money and come out. So this is where all our big ideas. I can even mention, say, some of the big companies in India. They did develop new molecules and they went to a stage. And when they went to a stage, they could not go further because they felt it is a big risk for a company to spend more money on trials, clinical trials, and if the product fails, then whatever they have invested is going to go away. So at that point of time, they go with a multinational, and the multinational buys off that product or technology or an idea, and then either they develop it further or they keep it on hold, so that their product, which is already there, keeps continuing to do what it is. And this, when they feel there is a risk involved, then they will try to take this product out and try to come into the market. Or if they feel there is a great potential here, then they try to do it. So why is our Indian industry not able to go to that next level? Maybe there are challenges in the regulatory area. There are challenges in the money involvement. There is a challenges involved in the extent with which the human resource can be deployed to carry out these type of activities. And if we want to really look at how success has come out in other parts of the world, it is because the collaboration which closely existed between an organization, be it an industry and a research institute or an academic institute, that has been mainly responsible for going to the next higher level of growth of that organization. And then, of course, they have created their own R&D laboratories after that, and they have enough resources to lead and manage. But initially, if you see, whether it is Pfizer or whether it is whichever name you see, their products initially came from the laboratories of the universities which are there, and that's how it is. Even Dr. Reddy's, if you see, and other companies, if I can mention in the Hyderabad region, they all were the thoughts and ideas which came out of IICT, and then they came out and they became entrepreneurs, and then they have developed the concept into the practice, and then we are seeing that. Now, if really an academic institution can bring about this change, then why not the academic institutions in our country do that in a large scale is the question we want to do. And as I mentioned to you in the beginning, that we treat JSS as the laboratory of the pharmacy profession. So if we say the rest of the institutions or rest of the colleges should look like this, first we have to show a successful model somewhere, then I am sure there will be more people who would be entering into it. So that is where the idea of a birth of an idea came into the thing, that JSS should set up a Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. And that is the vision with which we are working. And this Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, we are now working on the structure for it. We want to provide physical structure also, try to see how we can mobilize finance also to come into this structure. And we want to see how the human resource which has passed out and presently studying can work together and try to see and give this direction which we are looking, the profession or the industry should go to the next level. And why it is feasible here? Because our overheads are less. When a person is working for himself, he doesn't talk of his salary. If group of people are working together, they don't talk of their salary, they want to succeed first. And even the smallest menial job they are ready to do to the highest responsible of thinking. Because the overheads come to the level where they can manage it themselves, so they think several times before they do it. You see any successful entrepreneur, whether it is in the IT sector or pharma sector or whoever it is, when they start small and they all are working together to achieve this growth and success. Now, how do we achieve this? How do we put into the practice this idea is something which the university is working along with the colleges of pharmacy and stimulate this dimension in our university. And then once if it is successful and moving forward, I am sure there will be many institutions in our country which are capable of providing this type of leadership. And definitely country and the pharma profession here can go to the next level in the 20 years. So this is our dream and vision with which we are working. Right now, as you know, the government of India is giving a lot of support to startups that you come to us, we are ready to help you. And but even for the helping the startups in the pharma sector, we do not have enough mentors available. See, if you look at an IT sector, there's a lot of mentors available to them, and that is why you see all the innovation, all the products that are there. Today is IT and computer science related innovations are the maximum innovations that are there in the field. And that is because the few mentors, the limited infrastructure they require, and only it is an idea which they carry forward and try to develop that makes them the success story. Or it is an innovation relating to financial management, or it is a human resource management, or relating to certain applications they have been able to do it, but not necessarily into a product which is coming out of the India. So if you can see, the urge of the country to make in India and to innovate in India is definitely the right way we are looking, because now we are trying to be more of a service sector, trying to do it rather than doing it ourselves in that format. And that can happen only if the academic institutions of our country start thinking in those directions. The teachers start thinking in that direction. Though teaching is a primary responsibility to the students. If the students are good, teachers are good, there is enough time available both with the students and teachers to come out with a new idea and move and work together as a team and achieve the growth which we are looking. Instead of doing some simple academic research which goes as a thesis and lies in the libraries of the university or some other place which nobody sees thereafter. So this is the approach we have to give to the academic institutions in our country if we want to really move forward. And I would like those who have passed out, graduated, successful alumni here, I know few of you may be entrepreneurs on your own, but many of you would be still thinking or toying with the idea of how to have a career progression in the organization which you are working, because you always had a hesitation, or perhaps you always had a thought, where should I go and begin my thought? Well, I can tell you can come back to us. If you have an idea, we have the human resource here. If our bright students are ready to work with you, you can give the idea, come here, let the students work with you and try to see how this can become. And we want you to become entrepreneurs and try to see how you can become our wealth, both literally as well as knowledge-based wealth. Both I am trying to tell is what we are looking at. And particularly to the young graduates, I would like to say this is a time where you can experiment, unless you have a compulsion that you have to go back and start working in a organization and generate a resource which immediately needs support to the family. I think 2 or 3 years, if you are able to take risks and try to work with the idea which say your alumni may give or a teacher may give, and work with the system which we may create, the backdrop, maybe we would be able to create the type of impact which Stanford is creating in the Bay Area or some of the universities like that. One of the reasons why some of those companies or why some of those industries in the US or Europe are able to do well is if you go to Netherlands, it's a Maastricht University. Around the Maastricht University is the whole infrastructure of Philips that has come around. Because the best thinking comes from the Maastricht University, and that gets transferred to the Philips company, and Philips has its own infrastructure in the area there in Netherlands. Similarly, if you go to the United States, if you are looking at healthcare, there are 2 major groups of healthcare providers which are known for their research besides the Harvard Medical University and other things. One is the Mayo Clinic and other is the Cleveland Clinic. Both of them are the big healthcare providers. And around these healthcare providers, a lot of healthcare industries have come up and be waiting on the wings that anything which comes out of Mayo, can it be commercialized and translated, and whether it is a device, whether it is an application, whether it's a procedure, people are waiting on the wings to take it from this research institute, the Mayo Clinic, and try to see how they can commercialize it. So this is the trend that is happening in the world. I think there should not be a reason why it should not happen in India. Only thing is we have to put this effort and put these thoughts together and move forward. And I would encourage the young graduates to think on these lines. And in 3 to 6 months' time, our effort in this direction would be complete. I am glad to tell that we have recently hired a coordinator for the university, Dr. Pradeep Desai, who was a former head of the innovations division for Philips, for TCS, for GE, and many other organizations. So he has now he was our own alumni of engineering college here. And we had been supporting the university in various planning processes. So we then requested him whether he can give more time. So he has agreed to join us and help us in this Center for Innovation, which we are looking at, and move forward. So it is not that I am trying to give a talk on platform and try to go back and forget it. It is a very serious thought and serious process which I am putting, that in 3 to 6 months' time, our structure would be in place, our mechanism would be in place. All we want is the players to come forward and come with that. And we can work out the processes that have to go with that. And this is the dream which I would like to share with you today, and leave before the alumni to go back thinking and how you would like to remain connected with the institution. I would like to congratulate all our alumni for their successful endeavors in your life. I know all of you go out with great challenges, because out there in the pharmaceutical industry, it is very, very simple. If your knowledge is good, you can go anywhere in the level there. Your knowledge and skills are good, you go up. If it is just you are having a qualification and a degree, it's of no value to anyone there. It is what knowledge and skills which you carry is very important. Whether it is in the industry, whether it is in education, whether it is in the hospital or community pharmacy in India or abroad. Because if it is not just a simple requirement of having a licensed person to be in the shop, a licensed person to be in the industry, because industry would get many people like that who would like to work as a licensed need. But what industry or what education centers or what the world is looking at is the knowledge which we can do. And JSS has made its mark that, okay, if graduates from JSS come, they have worked their degree which they have got it. This is a very clear feedback I get from many of the industry leaders when I meet, or even the academic leaders, or the when I meet them from India or abroad, they are very clear on the one concept. They say, oh, they are from JSS, they are good. And what one point of achievement which Dr. Parthasarathi forgot mentioning is, ours is the only pharmacy institution, not only in the country, but in the Asia Pacific region, to have the American Accreditation Council of Pharmacy Education. And this has again created waves in the US, in the schools of pharmacy in India, in US and other countries, telling that everybody refers to that point whenever somebody says, oh, these are from this institution where ACP is already accredited. That becomes a milestone for them to consider that if ACP has accredited this or certified this program, then the institution should be of certain standards which they can confidently and boldly look towards having these students from this institution. So that is the privilege and prestige which you all enjoy. I pray to God to give you more successes, and I look forward to your continuous involvement with the institution. I am not talking of involvement with institution to give donations or whatever it is. I know once you are billionaires, you would not look back to do what you have to do for an institution. But what I want you to do is to first become the billionaire, and we will try to see how we can partner with you to do that. And let us see and work together to get your dreams realized. And I would urge the principal, leadership, the faculty also to think on those same lines. See, if we do not think and do it, if we are not able to going to value the time of such people who are interested in working with you, and if we are going to be only on the academic words spoken on a platform and forgotten after that, then I think within a few weeks or a few months you will find people will go back and go, we can't work with any academic institution. They don't have the seriousness about it. I think it is very important when we are going to this platform and try to see how we are going to help people become successful by becoming entrepreneurs. I think we are a part of their success and failure there. We cannot say that the person has failed, because if they have failed, that means you have not mentored him, not guided him properly to become successful on the project. So I would urge all my colleagues to take it to their heart and see how we can work towards that. So I wish you all the very best. I don't want this day to be only full of serious discussions about what the development has taken place or what it is. I want you to have some fun, meet your old friends, try to see how you can connect back. And next year when we see, I want to see this hall is inadequate to hold the alumni meeting, and we have to have a bigger hall to do it. I would like to see more and more of you coming and participating. In fact, I have also told Parthasarathi that after a half a day's formal function, he should arrange it in some sort of a resort or somewhere else, so you can also come with your families and spend more time and try to connect. That's where the real bonding takes place, and that's where the entrepreneurship starts, because entrepreneurship is an idea. Entrepreneurship is the belief that you will be able to build relationships with the people. Entrepreneurship is one who is always dynamic. He is about to change and move about. And entrepreneurship is not to worry about failure. And entrepreneurship is about putting all the very best what you can in your effort. So I think if you all do that, and that can happen in a very informal atmosphere, I think many ideas will evolve in this type of meetings. And let this be a very great beginning for the JSS University and the institution associated with that. I wish you all the very best and convey my greetings to once again to all of you and your families. We are proud of you of what you have done. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational words. An idol of knowledge and experience, and an inspiration to all of us. Now, we would like to welcome our guest of honor, Inspector, Registrar, JSS University, Mysuru, Dr. B. Manjunatha. May I now request Dr. J. Suresh to welcome him with a bouquet. We are fortunate to have with us the Director of Academics of our university, Dr. P.A. Kushalappa. A hearty welcome to you, sir. Now I request Dr. P.K. Kulkarni to welcome him. Thank you, sir. Now I request our guest of honor, Dr. B. Manjunatha, University, Registrar JSS University, Mysuru, to share your thoughts.
Seeking the blessings of His Holiness, dignitaries of the dais, and the alumni who have come from far and near. First, to accept my apologies, today I think is a very auspicious day for Alumni Meet. The dental college, medical college, and pharmacy college, all three are having Alumni Meet today. At the risk of sounding repetitive, I would say that the College of Pharmacy, Mysuru, is ranked 10th and voting 9th, as you must have heard, and you are the ambassadors for this. So, your cooperation, if you receive a mail in this connection in future, because university is standing 35th, and we require your cooperation, and whenever you receive a mail, you can take off your 2 minutes and give a feedback. If such a thing is there, please do cooperate and see that, because we can grow together. This is very important. This is a small request from my side. And without taking much time, I wish you all the best. Enjoy your day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We would like to call upon Dr. T.M. Pramod Kumar, Professor and Head of the Department of Pharmaceutics, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning. I feel proud to propose the vote of thanks for the inaugural session of Alumni Meet 2016. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. B. Suresh, Vice Chancellor, JSS University, and President of Pharmacy Council of India, for sharing his valuable thoughts to be with us in spite of his hectic schedule, travel plan, and all. Thank you very much, sir. You have given us a definition of entrepreneurship. You have told us what is there going on in your mind, and also taking us in confidence. Yeah, he has told us also the meaning of burden, what Patra Sarathi is feeling the pain of that. And he has also taken us into confidence and said that Laboratory of Pharmacy Profession of India, we are very proud to be a part of this particular system, and setting up of a Center of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, which is coming up very shortly. Thank you very much, sir. I thank Dr. B. Manjunatha, Registrar JSS University, for responding our call. Though he had a hectic schedule of moving from one function to other, he could make it up. Thank you very much. I thank Dr. P.A. Kushalappa for making it for this function. Thank you, sir. I thank other university officials for making it for our Alumni Meet. I thank all the alumni for from the bottom of my heart who have responded to our calls and also are participating in viewing the live stream across the globe. I thank Dr. Ravindra, CIO IT of JSS University, and Vandalanand for the live streaming of this particular session, which we made an attempt last time, but we could not succeed this time. It has come true. And I thank especially all the student volunteers and the member of Institutional Pharmaceutical Society who are burnt all their energy for making this function grand success. And though it was a week long, have a long holidays, they could come back here and giving us a good performance also here after this inaugural session. I thank every one of them. I thank the alumni coordinators, Ms. Seema and Hemant and other teaching and non-teaching faculty who have made this function happen. I thank all the retired teaching and non-teaching staff who have also come here to make this function a success. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. With that, we come to the end of the inaugural function of the Alumni Meet 2016. We would also like to thank all the dignitaries on the dais. Now, we request all the alumni to please move to the quadrangle for the refreshments provided. And followed by the refreshments, we will be having a sapling planting ceremony near the main entrance of the college.
Camera ಇದು.